There's a guy in every engineering team. You have been wrestling with this feature for 3 days. You finally have something that works. You send him a PR. He stares at it. Then he types one line, deletes everything else, closes the laptop, walks out, and it works. You hate him. You respect him. You have never seen him run. This is the story of a GitHub repository that 44,000 developers installed in 9 days. Not because it adds anything, but because it finally teaches AI what that guy already knows. The best code is the code you never wrote. Here is what happens when you ask most AI coding agents to build something. Add a date picker. It installed a library, wrote a wrapper component, added a style sheet, and started a conversation about time zone handling. For a date picker, the browser has had one since 2012. This is not a skill issue. The AI knows about native date inputs. It just does not reach for them. It is like watching a brilliant chef who, when you ask for scrambled eggs, builds a full kitchen Reno instead. And this is not an isolated case. Deep clone? Install Lodash. Structured clone exists. Group and array? Install Lodash. Object.groupBy exists. Parse URL prims? Install QueryString. URL search prims exists. Every single one of these has been built in a JavaScript for years. But the AI default move is to install a dependency. Write a wrapper. Build an abstraction. It is not wrong. It is just extra. Enter Ponytail, a GitHub repository that in 9 days became one of the fastest growing developer tools of 2026. It is not a framework. It is not a library. It is not even technically software. It is a personality transplant for your AI agent. Before the AI writes any code, Ponytail tells it to stop at the first rung that holds. Rung 1. Does this need to exist at all? If no, skip it. Yagni. Rung 2. Does the standard library already do this? Use it. Rung 3. Does a native platform feature cover it? Use it. Rung 4. Does an already installed dependency solve it? Use it. Rung 5. Can this be one line? Make it one line. Rung 6. Only then, write the minimum code that works. 6 questions. That is it. No configuration. No YAML files. You install it, and your agent suddenly acts like someone who has been doing this since the jQuery days and is tired. The benchmarks are honestly a little embarrassing. 54% less code, 20% cheaper, 27% faster, and 100% safety, meaning it did not cut validation, error handling, or security to get there. Let's look at what this actually looks like. Task. Sum a column in a CSV file. The unassisted AI writes a 20-line solution using pandas, complete with 3 alternative implementations and a recommendation section. Ponytail version, 3 lines. Standard library. No pandas. No instalación. Add debounce to a search input. Without Ponytail, the AI writes 116 lines. A configurable debounce utility with leading trailing max weight cancel flush the works. With Ponytail, an 8-line function. Same result. The AI knew how to write a debounce. It just chose to build a debounce enterprise platform instead. Rate limiting in fast API. Without Ponytail, 128 lines. Slowappy, Redis config, dependency injection setup. With Ponytail, a dictionary and a decorator. Nowhere in these tasks did the user ask for enterprise-grade infrastructure. They asked for rate limiting. The AI added the enterprise-grade infrastructure for free. So what is actually going on here? AI coding agents are incredibly knowledgeable. They know every function in the standard library. They have read every Stack Overflow answer. The issue is not knowledge. It is judgment. When you ask an agent to build something, it optimizes for completeness. It gives you the most thorough, most documented, most robust solution it can generate. Because that is what it was trained to do. Satisfy the prompt. Leave nothing out. Cover every edge case. But the user did not ask for any of that. They asked for a date picker. The Ponytail dev, the human one, has a different optimization, not completeness. Necessity, he asks. What is the smallest, simplest thing that solves the problem as stated? And he does not write anything else. Not because he cannot, because it is not needed. Yagni, you ain't gonna need it. But AI models do not have this instinct. They have never been burned by a code base where 80% of the code is what-if scenarios that never happened. The ponytail benchmarks included something interesting. A control group called Caveman. Caveman is just a prompt that says be terse. It did reduce code by 20%, but safety dropped to 95%. When you just say be terse, the AI cuts the wrong things. Validation disappears. Error handling gets sloppy. Caveman tells the AI to be lazy. Ponytail tells it what kind of lazy. And crucially, what not to be lazy about. Lazy code without its safety net is not lazy. It is broken. And that is the insight. Laziness as a skill requires judgment. It requires knowing what to cut and what to keep. In 3 years, we went from the AI finishes my line to the AI build a whole feature and over-engineers it so badly we need another AI to tell it to stop. The tools got powerful faster than they got tasteful. And taste, the instinct for what is necessary, turns out to be the hard part. The most viral developer tool of 2026 is a text file that just says think before you write. It reveals a gap. The AI knows everything about code, but nothing about craft. It can write a rate limiter in 128 lines, but cannot tell that a dictionary and a decorator would do the same job. Ponytail, 44,676 GitHub stars, 2,188 forks. Created June 12, 2026. Supports Claude Code, Codex, Cursor, Windsurf, Klein, Copilot, Aider, Kiro, Zed Code Whale, Gemini CLI, Anti-Gravity CLI, OpenCode, OpenClaw, and Pi. 54% less code, 20% cheaper, 27% faster, and 100% safe. The best code is the code you never wrote. And maybe, just maybe, the best coder is the one who knows when not to write any. He says nothing. He writes one line. It works. Actually, wait. The repo FAQ asks, what if I really need the 120-line cache class? You don't. Insist anyway, and he will build it. Slowly. Correctly. While looking at you.